Hello, my friends. Welcome to Luna English Podcast. This is Luna. Today I've been thinking about how stress affects your body and mind, and why this topic feels so important for many of us. Stress is something we all know, but we often don't notice how it slowly builds inside our everyday lives. Sometimes it isn't one big moment. Sometimes it's a long line of small pressures that sit quietly in the background. And suddenly you feel tired, heavy, or overwhelmed without knowing why. In this episode, I want to slow down with you and explore how stress moves through your thoughts, through your body, and through your daily routines. I want to help you see stress not as a failure, but as a message. Your body speaks in its own way, and stress is one of its signals. When we understand that, we can respond with more kindness, more calm, and more awareness. So let's begin this gentle reflection together. And let's look at what stress really is, how it shows up, and why your body sometimes reacts before your mind understands what's happening. And if this little moment of learning feels helpful to you, I'd be glad if you pressed like and subscribe to the channel. It keeps us connected, and it supports this quiet space where we learn and grow together. Your small action truly helps more listeners find their way here. Now, let's begin. What is stress, and why does it matter so much in your daily life? Stress is your body's natural response to pressure, change, or challenge, and it's something every human feels. I want you to know that you're not weak for feeling stressed. You're human. Stress becomes a problem only when it stays for too long or grows too quietly. When this happens, it begins to affect how you think, how you breathe, how you sleep, and even how you speak with people around you. Stress matters because it slowly shapes your days without you noticing it. You might wake up already tense or feel a heavy mind even when nothing big is happening. Your body tries to tell you that something needs attention, something needs comfort, something needs space. When we understand this, we can start to respond with patience instead of pressure. You can remind yourself that stress is a signal asking for care, not a sign that something is wrong with you. This simple shift can help you support yourself with more compassion every day. Why does stress build so quietly without you noticing it? Stress often grows through small daily pressures, not dramatic moments. You may carry tasks, thoughts, responsibilities, or worries, and each one adds a little weight to your mind. At first, you think you can handle everything, and maybe you can, but when those small pressures stay in your life for a long time, they begin to change the way your body feels. You might feel tired, but keep going. You might feel distracted or impatient and think it's just a bad day. You might ignore the signs because you want to be strong or productive. This is how stress grows quietly. It blends into your routine until the heaviness becomes normal. I want you to see this pattern, not to judge yourself, but to understand yourself. When you recognize slow-building stress, you can choose small moments to pause, breathe, and reset. You can notice when you need rest before everything becomes too heavy. Slow awareness is one of the most gentle gifts you can give to your body and mind. How does stress affect the way you think? Stress often makes your mind feel tight, fast, or cloudy. When you're stressed, your brain works in a protective mode. It tries to solve everything quickly, even when there's nothing you need to fix. You might notice that it's harder to focus or make decisions. You might repeat the same worries in your head without finding answers. You might feel irritated by small things because your mental energy is already low. Stress also makes your mind jump into the future, thinking about what might go wrong, or it pulls you into the past, replaying moments that no longer matter. This makes it hard to stay present. When you understand this, you can see that your thoughts are not the problem. They're simply responding to pressure. What your mind really wants is space, quiet, and gentle attention. When you slow down, breathe, and speak kindly to yourself, your thoughts soften. They move from fear to clarity, and you begin to think with more peace and less pressure. Why does stress appear in your body before your mind notices it? Your body often understands your emotional state faster than your thoughts do. When you're stressed, your heart might beat faster, your breath might become short, or your stomach might feel tight. These are natural reactions designed to protect you. Your nervous system becomes alert because it thinks you might be facing danger, even if the danger is just a long to-do list or a difficult conversation. Stress may show up as tension in your shoulders, heaviness in your chest, or pressure around your head. Many people blame themselves when they feel these physical signs, but these reactions are messages, not mistakes. When you accept them gently and acknowledge what your body is trying to say, the sensations become less frightening. They become part of a conversation between you and your body. This awareness helps you slow down and respond with care rather than fear. Your body isn't fighting you, it's asking you to rest, breathe, and reconnect. Why does stress make you feel so tired? Stress takes energy from your body and mind because it keeps you in a state of alertness. Even when nothing dramatic is happening, your system stays active, ready to protect you. It's like holding a small weight all day. At first, it feels light, but after many hours, your muscles shake. This is what happens inside you. Your body keeps trying to help, but the constant alertness drains your energy. You may feel tired even after sleeping. You may feel sleepy but unable to rest. You may feel emotionally drained without knowing why. When you understand this, you can stop blaming yourself for being tired and start giving your system the rest it needs. A short break, a slow breath, or a moment of silence can help your body shift out of tension and into calm. Your energy returns not from pushing harder, but from caring for the tired parts of you. Why do you become impatient or sensitive when you're stressed? When your mind is full and your body is tense, you have less emotional space to hold small challenges. A tiny problem can feel big. A simple request can feel heavy. You react more quickly because your system is already tired. This doesn't mean you're a bad person, it means you're overwhelmed. Stress pushes your emotions closer to the surface, and everything feels louder. When you understand this, you can respond to yourself with kindness instead of judgment. You can notice the impatience and see it as a signal. You might say to yourself, "I'm tired, I need a moment." This awareness helps you pause before reacting. It helps you breathe before speaking. Over time, this gentle attention calms your emotional system and gives you more space for patience, understanding, and peace. Why does stress make your mind feel foggy? Mental fog happens when your brain is too tired to process information clearly. Stress keeps your mind alert for too long, and it stops you from focusing on one thing at a time. You may feel confused, slow, or disconnected. You may read something and not remember it. You may start a task and forget what you were doing. Mental fog is frustrating, but it's not a sign of failure. It's a sign that your brain needs rest. When you slow down, breathe, and reduce the pressure around you, the fog begins to lift. This happens because your brain finally gets the space to relax, reset, and reorganize your thoughts. When your mind is rested, clarity returns, and you begin to think with more confidence and calm. Why does stress sometimes feel like fear? Stress and fear use the same pathways in your nervous system. When you're stressed, your body prepares for danger, even if the danger is emotional rather than physical. Your heart speeds up, your breath becomes shallow, your muscles tense. These reactions are similar to fear, so your body may send signals that feel confusing or scary. But I want you to understand something important. Stress is not a sign that something terrible is happening. It's a sign that your system is overloaded and needs support. When you give yourself permission to slow down, your nervous system begins to calm. Your heart softens, your breath deepens. Your body remembers it is safe. This gentle shift helps you feel grounded again and reduces the feeling of fear that stress often creates. Why doesn't escaping your stress really help? When stress feels heavy, it's natural to want to run from the feeling. Many people distract themselves with work, screens, noise, or constant activity. But escape doesn't give your system the rest it needs. It only hides the feeling for a moment. When the distraction ends, the stress returns, sometimes even stronger. What your body truly wants is attention, not escape. It wants you to notice the tension, the tiredness, the racing thoughts. This may feel uncomfortable at first, but awareness is the beginning of healing. When you stay with the feeling gently, without fear, your nervous system starts to relax. You teach your body that it's safe to feel, safe to rest, safe to slow down. Escape hides the stress. Awareness heals it. Why does fighting your stress make everything harder? When you try to resist your stress or push it away, your body thinks the feeling is dangerous. This creates more tension and more alertness. Your nervous system becomes even more active because it believes you're in trouble. Fighting stress also creates pressure inside your mind. You might blame yourself, question yourself, or feel frustrated with your reactions. But stress isn't something you defeat. It's something you understand. When you soften your attitude and accept the stress without judgment, your system naturally begins to calm. Acceptance doesn't mean you enjoy the feeling. It means you stop fighting yourself. This simple shift allows your body to relax, your breath to deepen, and your mind to settle into a more peaceful rhythm. Why does self-kindness matter so much when you're stressed? Your body responds to the way you speak to yourself. When you criticize your feelings, your system becomes more tense. When you speak gently, your system relaxes. This is why kindness isn't just emotional. It's physical. It changes your breath, your heartbeat, and your ability to calm down. When you say to yourself, "I'm tired," and that's okay, your body feels seen. When you say, "I need a moment," your body stops fighting you. Stress softens when you treat yourself like someone you care about. Self-kindness isn't about being soft or lazy. It's about supporting your body so it can recover. With kindness, your nervous system learns that it is safe again. Why does awareness help you heal from stress? When you become aware of your stress, you stop living on autopilot. You start noticing what your body needs, what your mind is holding, and what parts of your life need more balance. Awareness gives you the power to choose your response instead of reacting automatically. When you bring attention to your breath, to your emotions, to the tension in your body, you give yourself a quiet moment to reset. This helps your nervous system shift from pressure to peace. Awareness also helps you understand your limits. You learn when to rest, when to pause, and when to give yourself space. Healing begins when you allow yourself to feel what's happening inside you without fear or judgment. Why do small acts of care matter so much? Many people wait for big changes or dramatic fixes, but stress doesn't heal through force. It heals through consistency. A short walk, a slow breath, a calmer evening, a warm drink, a quiet morning, a gentle conversation with yourself. These small actions teach your body that it is safe. When your nervous system receives this message again and again, it slowly begins to relax. Your heart slows, your muscles soften, your thoughts become clearer. Small acts of care are powerful because they create habits of safety inside you. They remind your system that rest is allowed, that slowing down is possible, and that you don't need to carry everything all the time. Why is returning to yourself the key to healing stress? Stress takes you away from your center. It pulls your attention outward and fills your thoughts with pressure, fear, or urgency. Returning to yourself means coming back to your breath, your awareness, your body, and your present moment. When you reconnect with yourself gently, your system begins to feel safe again. Your mind stops running. Your breath becomes steady. Your body softens. Healing is not about becoming someone new. It's about coming back to who you already are when you're calm, rested, and grounded. As you move through your days, remind yourself that you're allowed to slow down. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to feel. Stress is not a sign of weakness. It's a message from your body asking for care. And when you listen with kindness, you create space for peace, balance, and quiet strength to return. And if this episode felt helpful or comforting in any way, I'd be grateful if you liked the video and subscribed to the channel. It helps you stay close to the next lesson, and it also keeps this quiet learning space alive and growing. Thank you for being here.